Feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Hello and welcome to the Video Wrap-Up Show for the Shrimp Tank Podcast in Seattle. I'm Dan Whedon, and I'm joined by my co-host today, Phil Simchich. Phil and I had a fascinating and fun conversation today with our guest, Greg Giuliano. You're going to want to watch the entire episode, so subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find all of our episodes, and we're almost hitting year 7 now. You can find all of our episodes on our website at shrimptankpodcast.com/Seattle.
Greg, it's easy to tell when I'm getting out of shape. Number one, the scale does not lie. The pounds get a little tighter and the weights get heavier. In your leadership work, how can a leader assess if their skills or mindset are getting out of shape and need a tune-up?
Great question. It's about, their job is to engage people and get people to say yes and to follow them as they're shaping a future. So if they're finding that it's getting harder to engage horizontally or getting harder to get their team engaged and aligned, it's probably time to think about, is the way that I do things still the best way to do things? And that's what gets people, are they getting the results? And they find if they are, awesome. And if they're not, it's probably time to take a look at everything.
So friction and lack of progress is a sign that things need a tune-up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, sometimes things need to tune up because normal doesn't exist anymore. And as everybody's watching this, they can see behind Greg, his recently published book, I think came out just in May, called The Next Normal. We talked about a lot of concepts, so everybody needs to go and listen or watch the entire episode. But maybe for those just watching here now, Greg, tell us a little bit more about why you wrote the book, why now, and what's in it that's going to provide great value for those who read it.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I wrote the book because, as Phil and I were just talking, change is not a bug in the system. Change is a feature in the system. Our lives are always going to change, and some of the changes are going to happen that we don't have any control over them, like a pandemic or something like that. We don't have any control over that. But when it comes to leadership and being a part of an organization, there's a lot of things within my control. And so the next normal is really a playbook for, not a play, I don't want to say playbook, but it's a way for leaders to do what Phil just was asking me about, to get back into practicing what's the change that I need to make as a leader to have the impact that I want to be able to have. What's the change that I could bring to my team? What's the change that I could bring to my organization? How do we shape that and create the next normal rather than just find ourselves in one?
Awesome, Greg. Thanks so much for being our guest here on the Shrimp Tank. For our listeners that want to get in touch with you, learn more about you, your company, your new book, Next Normal, which I just ordered on Amazon, how can they get more information?
Thanks. Well, you can find me at greggiuliano.com. And when you go there, sign up for our email newsletter. We send out a newsletter monthly that has free resources attached to it. But when you sign up for the newsletter, we will send you a PDF with some of the tools and resources that we share in the book that help you, as soon as you get the PDF, help you be a better leader, help you to engage your team and shape that future, that next normal.
Awesome. Thanks, Greg. Everyone, make sure you check out all the replays on shrimptankpodcast.com/Seattle and wherever you get your podcasts, such as iHeart, Apple, Google, or Spotify. Please follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Well, Greg, thank you very much. Had a fantastic conversation. Really appreciate it. And hope to see you next time I'm in Portland. Phil, as always, thank you. Everyone, please join us every week at 12 p.m. Pacific for our live stream broadcast on our Facebook page. Go like us so you make sure you get that. Our next show will be on August 24th. Please join us. Until we see you again, be healthy, be prosperous, and of course, have fun. Because for right now, the shrimp is back in the tank. So long.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp